Have you ever wondered if there's a secret to transforming your life? A key that could unlock the door to your dreams and desires? What if I told you that the key has always been within you, waiting to be discovered? That key is visualization. In this audiobook, The Inner Secret, Transform Your Reality with Powerful Visualization, we are about to explore how harnessing the power of your imagination can change the course of your life forever. Visualization is more than just daydreaming or fantasizing about a better future. It's a scientifically proven tool that allows you to align your thoughts, emotions, and actions with your desires. It's the act of mentally picturing your goals as already achieved, feeling the joy of success, and immersing yourself in the emotions of having what you desire right now. And when you master the art of visualization, you begin to transform your reality in ways you never thought possible. Let me share a personal story to illustrate the power of visualization. A few years ago, I found myself stuck, emotionally drained, unfulfilled in my career, and unsure of the direction my life was heading. It wasn't that I lacked ambition or dreams. I simply couldn't see how to make them a reality. One day, I stumbled across an article about the power of visualization. It seemed almost too simple yet profound. Visualize your dreams as if they are already true. Feel the emotions of living that life and watch as it starts to manifest. Skeptical but curious, I decided to give it a try. I spent just a few minutes each day picturing myself in the life I wanted, confident, fulfilled, successful, surrounded by opportunities. And slowly but surely, things began to change. I started noticing subtle shifts in my thinking, in my actions, and in my interactions with others. My reality began to align with my visualized desires, and within a matter of months, I found myself living the life I had only imagined. Visualization had worked for me, and it can work for you too. In this audiobook, we will take a deep dive into the process of visualization and its transformative potential. You'll learn how to effectively visualize your goals and desires, how to overcome common obstacles and doubts, and how to maintain the powerful mindset required to manifest your dreams. We'll also explore the science behind why visualization works and how it can impact your brain, body, and reality in ways that will leave you in awe. But this isn't just about learning a technique. It's about personal transformation. This audiobook is an invitation to embark on a journey of self-discovery, to uncover the immense potential that lies dormant within you, and to step into a future that you've only dreamed of until now. As you listen, you'll discover how to take control of your life by harnessing the power of your own mind and imagination. So, are you ready to unlock your inner power and transform your reality? Let's take that first step together as we dive into the life-changing practice of visualization. Your dreams are waiting to come true, and this audiobook will guide you every step of the way. Chapter 1. What is visualization? What if I told you that the key to unlocking the life you desire is already within you, just waiting to be awakened? What if everything you've ever wanted, success, health, love, and happiness, could be visualized into reality? Welcome to the world of visualization. It's a concept so powerful yet often misunderstood that it has the potential to revolutionize your life in ways you might never have imagined. But let me be clear from the start. Visualization isn't just about closing your eyes and wishing for something to happen. It's not magic. It's science, and it's based on the proven ability of your mind to shape your reality. Visualization is the practice of creating vivid and compelling mental images of your desired outcomes, goals, or experiences. But it's more than simply imagining a better life. It's about immersing yourself in those thoughts and feelings, engaging every part of your brain and body as if those desires are already manifesting in real time. You see, when we visualize, we begin to program our minds, much like a computer is programmed to perform certain tasks. But instead of following a set of code, our mind follows the images, feelings, and beliefs we create, the more powerful, clear, and detailed the mental picture, the more real and possible it becomes. In this chapter, I'm going to show you how to tap into that power, your power, so that you can manifest your dream life, starting today. Let's break down how visualization works. The idea itself isn't new. In fact, it has been used by great thinkers, athletes, leaders, and visionaries throughout history. From Olympic athletes using mental imagery to improve their performance, to entrepreneurs visualizing success before they achieve it. Visualization is a common thread connecting some of the world's most successful people. But why? Because it works. In the simplest terms, visualization is a mental rehearsal. It's like practicing for the biggest game of your life, but in your mind. Imagine being an Olympic sprinter standing on the starting line. You're nervous, your heart is racing, but you close your eyes, take a deep breath, and start visualizing the race in perfect detail. You picture yourself exploding from the blocks, feeling the wind against your face, your muscles firing with power as you surge ahead. Every stride, every movement, you can see it, feel it, and experience it. By the time you're done with the visualization, you're not just mentally prepared, you're physically ready too. Your body has already been trained through mental imagery, and the result is often a better performance when it counts. This is exactly what makes visualization so powerful. The mind doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's vividly imagined. In fact, research has shown that visualizing a goal in great detail can activate the same areas of the brain that would light up if you were actually experiencing that event in real life. This means that by practicing visualization, you're giving your brain the opportunity to rehearse and fine-tune its responses without ever needing to physically perform the action. It's the mental preparation that sets you up for success, whether you're trying to ace a presentation, win a race, or overcome personal challenges. Let's dig deeper into this idea. You might have heard the phrase, "thoughts become things." It's not just a catchy mantra, it's the truth. The thoughts you repeatedly focus on shape your beliefs, and your beliefs shape your reality. Think about it. Have you ever noticed how, when you focus on a problem, it seems to get bigger and bigger in your mind, like a snowball rolling downhill? On the flip side, when you focus on solutions or positive outcomes, those ideas grow stronger too. That's because what you focus on expands. And with visualization, you're consciously choosing to focus on positive, empowering outcomes, rather than leaving your mind to wander aimlessly. In fact, visualization is not limited to just positive thinking. It's about mental clarity, intention, and belief. When you visualize a goal, you're not only imagining it coming true, you're actively creating the mental blueprint that will lead you to it. You're telling your mind, this is possible. This is what I'm capable of achieving. And as a result, your brain begins to align itself with those beliefs, steering your thoughts, emotions, and actions toward making them a reality. Now, if you've ever been skeptical about this concept, I completely understand. It can seem almost too simple to be true. But here's the secret. Visualization doesn't work because you wish something into existence. It works because you're training your mind to make different decisions. When you visualize, you're giving your mind new, empowering instructions. You're programming yourself to believe that your dreams are not only possible, but also attainable. This shift in belief has the power to create a massive change in how you experience and react to life's challenges. So, what's the catch? Well, it's not really a catch, but there's a deeper layer to this. Visualization is about trust. Trusting that the vision you're creating is worth pursuing, and having faith that the universe, or the subconscious mind, or whatever language you prefer, will guide you toward it. It requires practice, consistency, and dedication. And just like any skill, the more you do it, the better you get at it. At first, it may feel strange or even frustrating, but stick with it. The results will speak for themselves. In the next chapter, we'll explore how your mind shapes your reality in more detail. You'll understand exactly why visualization works and how it can be your most powerful tool for creating the life you've always dreamed of. Ready to begin? Keep your mind open, stay curious, and let's continue this exciting journey together. Because the reality you've always imagined is closer than you think. Chapter 2: How your mind shapes your reality. Imagine that every thought you have is like planting a seed. Now, what if I told you that those seeds, whether negative or positive, will eventually grow into your reality? What if I told you that you can choose which seeds you want to plant and cultivate? Welcome back. Let's dive deeper into how your mind shapes your reality. It's time to understand why visualization is such a transformative tool and how the way you think directly influences the life you lead. I want you to consider this for a moment. How many times have you experienced a situation that went exactly how you expected it to go? Perhaps you were nervous about a presentation, and as you visualized everything going wrong, that's precisely what happened. Or maybe you were excited about an opportunity and envisioned yourself succeeding, only for that outcome to unfold in reality. What you are about to discover is that your mind is the architect of your reality, and the blueprint you give it, through your thoughts, beliefs, and visualization, shapes everything you experience. We all know how powerful our thoughts can be, but what many people fail to realize is how systematically powerful they truly are. Your mind is constantly at work, forming perceptions, filtering out information, and creating patterns of thought based on what you believe to be true. The mind is an incredible tool, but it's also an incredibly influential tool. Every thought you think carries a vibration, a frequency, that interacts with the world around you. In scientific terms, this is the law of attraction. What you focus on tends to expand, and what you believe to be true influences your outcomes. But let's take it a step further. The connection between thought and reality is a well-established concept in psychology. You've likely heard the term self-fulfilling prophecy before. This is when your beliefs about yourself or a situation influence your actions and reactions to the point that you create the very outcome you expected. If you believe you'll fail, chances are you won't give it your all, and failure becomes inevitable. On the other hand, if you believe success is within your reach and visualize the steps to get there, you set yourself up for victory. This isn't just an optimistic mindset. It's the mind's way of aligning your conscious and subconscious beliefs with your environment. Let's take a closer look at how this works in practical terms. Every time you think a thought, whether consciously or subconsciously, that thought is stored and reinforced in your brain. This process is called neuroplasticity, which means the brain's ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections throughout life. In simple terms, your thoughts are rewiring your brain. And when you visualize a specific outcome, you're strengthening the neural pathways associated with that goal. Your brain starts to believe that what you're visualizing is not just a distant possibility, but something that can and will happen. This process is the magic behind visualization. It's reprogramming your brain to embrace your success. Think of your brain like a garden. In this garden, your thoughts are the seeds. If you're constantly planting seeds of fear, doubt, or negativity, those thoughts will grow into unpleasant emotions, limiting beliefs, and ultimately, undesirable outcomes. If you water those seeds with positive, empowering thoughts, those plants will flourish into confidence, determination, and the belief that anything is possible. This is why the stories you tell yourself matter so much. If you constantly tell yourself that you're not good enough, not smart enough, or not capable of achieving something, your mind will continue to feed on those limiting beliefs. Over time, they'll become deeply rooted in your subconscious, influencing your decisions and your actions in ways you might not even realize. Now, let's talk about the flip side. The power of consciously choosing positive thoughts. This is where visualization comes into play. When you begin to visualize the outcome you want, you're planting seeds of success in your mind. Every time you mentally rehearse your goals and imagine them becoming reality, you're reinforcing the neural pathways that lead to success. You're literally rewiring your brain to believe that your dreams are possible. And just like a garden requires daily care, your mind needs regular tending. Visualization, affirmations, and mindful thinking are tools that help you cultivate a healthy, thriving mindset. But it's not just about believing that you can achieve your dreams. It's also about overcoming the blocks that prevent you from taking action. The mind, while incredibly powerful, has a tendency to resist change. It holds on to old beliefs and patterns because they're familiar. Even though you may want something new, your brain can resist change if it's unsure about the outcome. This is where visualization truly becomes a game changer. When you visualize your goals, your brain doesn't just create the image of success. It also begins to reduce the fear and uncertainty surrounding the unknown. By visualizing yourself succeeding, you start to eliminate the subconscious fear of failure, and you replace it with a belief in your own capabilities. In addition to rewiring your brain, visualization also strengthens your ability to recognize opportunities. The more you focus on a specific goal, the more your brain becomes attuned to spotting signs and opportunities that lead you in that direction. It's almost as if you're tuning into a new frequency, a frequency that aligns with your desires. Let me explain this concept a bit further. Think about a time when you were focused on buying a new car. Once you had your heart set on a specific model, you suddenly started noticing that car everywhere. On the road, in parking lots, in advertisements. Why? Because your brain is wired to pay attention to things that are important to you. And when you focus on your goals through visualization, your brain starts to notice the people, places, and events that are aligned with your vision. The beauty of this process is that it's not just about having a positive mindset, it's about action. When you visualize your success, you're not only reprogramming your brain for success, but you're also setting yourself up to take inspired action. Visualization gives you the confidence to take bold steps toward your dreams, knowing that you've already mentally rehearsed the outcome. You start taking risks because you've seen yourself succeed in your mind, and now you trust that success is possible. Let's pause for a moment and take a step back. I want you to reflect on the power you hold in shaping your reality. How often do you stop and really consider the thoughts you're thinking or the beliefs you're holding? Are they empowering or limiting? What story have you been telling yourself about your life and your potential? And now, as you begin to understand how your thoughts influence your outcomes, I encourage you to ask yourself, what kind of story do you want to create for your future? If visualization is the key to unlocking your potential, then it's time to start planting new seeds in your mind. Seeds that will grow into a beautiful, successful, and fulfilling reality. Chapter 3. The Science Behind Visualization. You might not realize it yet, but your brain is a supercomputer, constantly processing information and shaping your reality based on what you think, feel, and believe. What if I told you that the science behind visualization proves that your thoughts can literally rewire your brain and bring your dreams to life? Welcome to the world of neuroscience, where visualization is not just a tool for positive thinking, but a scientifically backed process that can transform your life. Visualization is more than imagining. It's a powerful way to communicate with your subconscious mind, which in turn influences your thoughts, emotions, and actions. And when done consistently, visualization actually shapes your brain and rewires it to create new habits, behaviors, and ultimately, outcomes. First, let's talk about the power of neural pathways. Your brain is made up of billions of neurons, or brain cells, that communicate with each other through electrical signals. When you consistently think certain thoughts or repeat certain actions, Your brain creates new neural pathways to help those signals travel more efficiently. In essence, your brain is like a highway system. Each thought or action is like a car traveling down a specific road. The more cars travel that road, or thought, the wider and smoother the road becomes. When it comes to visualization, you're creating mental images that activate specific regions of your brain, particularly the areas involved in perception, movement, and emotion. Think about an athlete visualizing a perfect performance, the same areas of the brain that are involved in actual physical movement light up as if they're practicing in real life. This means that when you visualize yourself achieving a goal, whether it's winning a race, giving a presentation, or healing from an injury, you are mentally preparing your body and brain for success. It's as though your mind believes the experience is already happening. The beauty of visualization is that it allows you to train your brain before the action even takes place. You can rehearse your success over and over again in your mind, effectively programming your brain to act in alignment with your goals. Studies have shown that athletes who visualize their success before competing experience increased performance and a higher likelihood of achieving their goals. It's not about luck or wishful thinking. It's about brain science. One groundbreaking study conducted by Dr. Andrew Newberg, a neuroscientist at the University of Pennsylvania, examined how the brain responds to positive affirmations and visualization. His research showed that people who engaged in repeated visualization and affirmations demonstrated increased activity in regions of the brain linked to motivation, focus, and positive emotions. Essentially, visualization stimulates the same areas of the brain that deal with action, problem-solving, and goal-directed behavior. Let's break this down even further. When you visualize, you are not only strengthening these neural pathways, but also reducing fear, anxiety, and resistance associated with achieving your goals. For instance, if you've been struggling with self-doubt or procrastination, visualization allows you to shift that internal dialogue and create a new narrative, one of confidence, clarity, and action. The more frequently and vividly you practice visualization, the stronger these neural pathways become, and the easier it is to take inspired action toward your dreams. Another important piece of the puzzle is how visualization rewires your emotional responses. Visualization is not just about mental pictures, it's about emotional engagement. When you vividly imagine achieving your goals, your body experiences emotions like joy, excitement, and fulfillment, as though those outcomes have already happened. The brain doesn't distinguish between real and imagined experiences, so these emotions become deeply embedded. Over time, this helps build emotional resilience and reduces negative emotional patterns like fear, doubt, and insecurity. You begin to associate your goals with positive emotions, which creates a powerful incentive for moving forward. It's also important to note that visualization can help you prepare for uncertainty or challenges. Our brains are wired to anticipate threats and protect us from harm, which is why fear and resistance can arise when pursuing something new. But by visualizing success and problem-solving scenarios beforehand, you reduce anxiety and equip your brain with the knowledge that it has already encountered the situation and overcome it. In essence, visualization builds mental toughness and confidence by giving your brain the blueprint for handling challenges before they arise. Research on visualization has expanded to include its effects on physical health as well. In studies on patients recovering from surgery or injury, visualization has been found to speed up healing, reduce pain, and enhance overall recovery. For example, patients who visualize their recovery and imagine themselves healing often experience shorter hospital stays and faster physical improvements. The body follows the mind's instructions, reinforcing the idea that the power of visualization can influence not only your mindset, but also your physiology. So why does visualization work so well across different areas of life? Because it engages multiple senses, emotions, and thoughts in a single focused act. When done consistently and with clarity, visualization activates the reticular activating system, ERAS, which is responsible for filtering and prioritizing information in your brain. Essentially, visualization programs your brain to notice and seek out opportunities that align with your goals, while filtering out distractions and obstacles that don't. As you begin to understand the science behind visualization, I hope you're starting to see just how powerful it is. Visualization isn't something reserved for the elite or the fortunate. It's something everyone can practice and harness to transform their lives. By consistently engaging in the mental rehearsal of your goals, your brain is literally rewiring itself to align with success. Your thoughts are shaping your reality in ways you may not have realized before. But now, armed with the understanding of neuroscience, you can leverage this power to create a life that aligns with your dreams. Keep this in mind as we move forward. Visualization isn't just about wishing for what you want. It's about mentally preparing for success and allowing your mind to guide you toward it. Chapter 4. Creating a clear vision for your life. Imagine a painter who is about to start a masterpiece. They don't just begin with random strokes. They have a vision, a clear picture in their mind of what the finished work will look like. Similarly, your life's masterpiece begins with a vision. But what if I told you that having a clear vision for your life can completely shift how you experience the world? Let's pause for a moment. We've explored the science behind visualization and how it works on a neural and emotional level. But now, we need to take a crucial step forward. In order for visualization to truly work for you, you need to have a clear vision. Think about it this way. If you don't know where you're going, how will you know when you've arrived? Your vision serves as the roadmap to your success. It provides you with direction, purpose, and a sense of clarity. Without it, you might be visualizing, but you're doing so without a specific goal in mind, which can lead to frustration and uncertainty. A clear vision isn't just about vague wishes or surface-level desires. It's about specificity. The more detailed and vivid your vision, the more powerful your visualization will be. Imagine you're setting out on a road trip. You could just drive aimlessly, hoping to reach somewhere exciting, but that would only lead to confusion and frustration. On the other hand, if you have a destination, let's say a beautiful beach, you can plan the route, know when to take breaks, and anticipate the sights you'll see along the way. Your vision functions the same way. It's the destination, and your visualization serves as the path to get there. Creating a clear vision begins with understanding what you want and why you want it. So often, we get distracted by societal expectations, the opinions of others, or the fear of what's possible. But in order to create a vision that truly resonates with your soul, you need to get real with yourself. Take a moment to think about your life right now. What areas of your life feel fulfilled? What areas feel lacking? What dreams have you put on hold or forgotten about? A vision can't come from external pressures or fleeting desires. It must come from within. When you tap into your innermost desires and dreams, that's when the real magic happens. I encourage you to spend time reflecting on what you truly want out of life. Don't just think about the big stuff like money or success. Dive deeper. What do you want in terms of your health, your relationships, your career, or your personal growth? How do you want to feel every day? Visualization is not just about material achievements, but about how you want to experience life in its fullness. A clear vision encompasses all aspects of your life, your mental, emotional, and physical well-being. It includes the person you want to become and the impact you want to have on others. Once you've identified these desires, it's time to get specific. Instead of generalizations like, "I want to be successful," or "I want to be happy," make your vision as detailed as possible. What does success look like to you? Is it a specific job title? Is it running your own business? Is it traveling the world? The more specific you can be, the easier it will be to visualize your path to success. Think about the daily actions that would align with your desired outcomes. What does your ideal life look like in the morning when you wake up? How do you feel in your body when you're living your dreams? What are the details of your surroundings? Where are you? Who are you with? These minute details help to create a vivid, sensory-rich image of the future you're working toward. Creating a vision isn't just a mental exercise, it's an emotional one. Your vision should stir something deep inside of you. It should make you feel excited, hopeful, and determined. When you can connect emotionally with your vision, it becomes more than just a goal. It becomes a driving force that propels you forward. If your vision doesn't light a fire within you, it may need some refining. Consider why your vision matters to you. Why do you want to achieve these goals? What would your life look like if you accomplished them? The more you can anchor these feelings of passion and excitement into your visualization, the more powerful the process will become. One of the most effective ways to bring your vision to life is to create a vision board or a mind map. A vision board is a collection of images, words, and symbols that represent your goals and dreams. When you put these images together, you're creating a visual representation of your future. This can be a powerful tool for visualization because it acts as a constant reminder of your goals. Place your vision board somewhere visible, perhaps in your office or bedroom, so that you can regularly engage with it. Each time you look at it, take a moment to close your eyes and visualize yourself living that life. The more often you do this, the clearer your vision will become, and the more focused your efforts will be. If you're someone who's more analytical, a mind map can be a great alternative. A mind map allows you to organize your goals, breaking them down into smaller, actionable steps. Start with a central idea or goal, and then branch out into the different aspects of your life that contribute to that goal. This can help you prioritize your efforts and visualize the necessary steps to take toward your larger vision. It's a dynamic and flexible way to organize your vision in a way that feels structured and practical. Now let's talk about what happens once you have this clear vision. The real magic happens when you begin to align your actions with your visualizations. It's not enough to simply picture your goals. You must also take inspired action toward them. Every time you visualize, you are mentally rehearsing the steps to take, and those steps eventually translate into real-world actions. But here's the key. You don't need to know the how right away. The vision provides the direction, and the universe, or your subconscious mind, will guide you to the next step. Visualization is like planting the seeds of your future, but action is how you water those seeds and help them grow. Each step you take, no matter how small, brings you closer to your vision. The more consistently you engage with your vision and take steps toward it, the more momentum you build. Even when things don't seem to be going as planned, trust that your actions are still aligned with your vision and that they will eventually pay off. Chapter 5. Overcoming Fear and Doubt Through Visualization. Fear and doubt. These two emotions can either paralyze you or propel you toward your dreams. What if I told you that you have the power to dissolve these obstacles within your mind, using nothing but your thoughts and imagination? We all experience fear and doubt at some point in our lives. They're natural human emotions, and they often arise when we're faced with uncertainty or stepping out of our comfort zones. Fear of failure, fear of the unknown, and self-doubt are common hurdles that stand between us and the life we desire. But what if I told you that you don't have to let these emotions control you? What if you could reframe these feelings and use them as fuel for growth instead of allowing them to hold you back? Visualization plays a crucial role in overcoming fear and doubt because it allows you to mentally prepare for challenges before they happen. By vividly imagining yourself succeeding in the face of fear, you begin to create new neural pathways that strengthen your ability to handle those emotions when they arise in real life. The truth is, fear and doubt are not inherently bad. They're simply signals from your brain telling you that you're about to take a risk or venture into unknown territory. But just because your brain signals fear doesn't mean you have to listen to it. Instead, you can train your brain to shift its focus, to see those challenges as opportunities for growth, and to visualize the success that lies on the other side. One powerful way to dissolve fear and doubt is to mentally rehearse the very situations that trigger them. For example, if you're afraid of speaking in public, imagine yourself standing before an audience, calm and confident, delivering your message with clarity and poise. See the audience responding positively, nodding in agreement, and applauding your efforts. Picture yourself feeling proud of what you've accomplished, with no trace of fear or nervousness in sight. This mental rehearsal not only helps to reduce the fear associated with the situation, but it also reprograms your subconscious mind to believe that you can handle the situation with ease. When you've visualized this scenario multiple times, the fear becomes less intimidating because you've already faced it in your mind and emerged victorious. Another strategy is to use visualization to reframe the story you tell yourself about fear. Most of the time, fear is exaggerated in our minds. It's based on worst-case scenarios that haven't even happened yet. But what if you could visualize the opposite? Instead of imagining failure, what if you focused on the possibility of success? What if you visualized all the steps you're going to take to overcome obstacles and reach your goals? By shifting your focus from fear to possibility, you align your subconscious mind with the belief that success is not only achievable, but inevitable. The more you practice this mental shift, the easier it becomes to let go of self-doubt and approach challenges with confidence. A key aspect of overcoming fear is understanding that it's a normal part of the growth process. Every time you stretch beyond your comfort zone, you're going to feel some resistance. That resistance manifests as fear, doubt, and uncertainty. But those feelings don't need to control you. Instead, you can view them as indicators that you're on the right path. Fear is a natural reaction when we're moving towards something that truly matters to us. It's a sign that you're pushing yourself to grow, to evolve, and to reach new heights. Visualization can help you embrace this fear as a catalyst for change. Instead of seeing it as an obstacle, you begin to see it as a sign of progress. There's a concept called exposure therapy that's often used in psychology to help individuals overcome phobias or deep-seated fears. This approach involves gradually exposing yourself to the source of fear, allowing your brain to process it in a safe and controlled manner. Visualization works in a similar way. By repeatedly imagining yourself facing and overcoming fear, you're gradually desensitizing your brain to that fear, making it less powerful over time. The more you visualize yourself succeeding in the face of fear, the less intimidating it becomes in real life. What seemed like a mountain in your mind is suddenly a manageable hill. One powerful example of this is the way athletes use visualization to overcome performance anxiety. Before a big game or competition, athletes often visualize themselves executing their skills flawlessly, without any fear or hesitation. They imagine the crowd cheering them on, the ball landing perfectly in their hands, the scoreboard reflecting their success. This mental preparation not only boosts their confidence, but also reduces anxiety and fear of failure. Visualization helps athletes trust in their abilities and overcome the pressure of the moment. And this technique doesn't just work for athletes. It can be applied to any area of life, from public speaking to pursuing your career goals. Visualization also helps you address the root causes of fear and doubt by shining a light on them. Often, fear is based on beliefs we've internalized over time, whether it's the fear of not being good enough, not being worthy, or not being capable of achieving our dreams. These beliefs are deeply ingrained in the subconscious mind, and they shape how we approach challenges. But by visualizing success, you're actively challenging those limiting beliefs. You're telling your brain that you're capable, you're worthy, and you're ready for the opportunities ahead. Over time, these positive visualizations replace the negative self-talk that fuels fear and doubt, building a foundation of self-confidence and trust in your abilities. Another important piece of this puzzle is self-compassion. Often, fear and doubt arise because we're afraid of making mistakes or failing. But what if you could release the pressure of perfection and simply allow yourself to be human? When you visualize your success, remember to include the moments of struggle and growth along the way. See yourself overcoming setbacks, learning from mistakes, and getting back up stronger than before. This practice helps you shift your mindset from a fear of failure to an acceptance of the learning process. It's not about avoiding mistakes. It's about trusting yourself to handle whatever comes your way. Visualization can help you embrace this mindset, allowing you to face challenges with resilience and grace. Visualization is a powerful tool for overcoming fear and doubt because it works on a deeper subconscious level. By repeatedly imagining yourself succeeding and mentally rehearsing your goals, you gradually reprogram your mind to embrace challenges and push past fear. As you continue to visualize your success, you'll notice that fear begins to lose its grip on you. You'll feel more confident, more capable, and more willing to take bold action toward your dreams. Fear and doubt will no longer control you. They will become stepping stones on your path to greatness. Chapter 6. The Power of Mindfulness in Visualization. Imagine you're standing at the edge of a cliff, gazing out over the vast expanse before you. The wind is strong, and the waves crash against the rocks far below. Now imagine that the moment you step into the air, your body and mind are in complete harmony, calm and fully present. You don't look back. You don't second-guess yourself. Why? Because your mind is fully aligned with your intention, and you trust the process. This is the magic of combining mindfulness with visualization. Mindfulness, the practice of being fully present in the moment without judgment, plays an essential role in enhancing the power of your visualization practice. Visualization, in its purest form, requires you to be completely focused, fully immersed in the mental images you are creating. But it's easy to get distracted, to let your mind wander, or to feel doubt creeping in. That's where mindfulness comes in. By developing mindfulness, you can strengthen your ability to stay present with your visualizations, ensuring that you're not just imagining your dreams, but truly feeling and experiencing them as if they're happening in real time. Mindfulness teaches us to observe our thoughts without becoming entangled in them. In many ways, our thoughts are like clouds passing through the sky, sometimes light and fluffy, other times dark and stormy. But regardless of their form, they come and go. It's only when we attach ourselves to these thoughts, labeling them as good or bad, that we begin to suffer. Similarly, when you visualize your dreams, it's natural for thoughts to arise: doubts, distractions, worries, or even excitement. But when you practice mindfulness, you learn to simply acknowledge these thoughts and let them pass without allowing them to pull you out of your focus. You cultivate the ability to return to the mental images of your goals without getting lost in any negativity or uncertainty. By being mindful, you're able to engage with your visualizations in a deeper, more intentional way. Visualization is not about simply going through the motions of imagining a future. It's about being present with the emotions, sensations, and experiences that come with achieving your goals. When you allow yourself to fully immerse in the moment, every detail of your vision becomes more vivid. You begin to see the colors, hear the sounds, and feel the emotions as if you are living that future right now. That's the power of mindfulness. It helps you step fully into the experience, turning it into a tangible reality in your mind. Mindfulness also helps you release any attachment to the outcome. It's not about focusing solely on the end result, but rather on the journey. When you practice mindfulness in your visualizations, you shift your focus to the present moment, how it feels to take each step, how it feels to overcome challenges, how it feels to grow and evolve. This shift in perspective makes visualization a more holistic and fulfilling practice. You stop seeing your dreams as something distant and instead, you start experiencing the unfolding of them in real time. This allows you to align your mind, body, and emotions with your goals, creating a deep sense of peace and confidence as you move forward. Moreover, mindfulness increases your awareness of the sensations in your body as you visualize. Often, fear and doubt are not just mental, they're also felt physically. You might feel tension in your chest, tightness in your throat, or an uneasy pit in your stomach. These physical sensations can interfere with your visualization and prevent you from fully immersing in the experience. Through mindfulness, you become aware of these sensations without judgment. You learn to breathe through them, releasing any discomfort and returning to the calm, centered space of your visualization. Over time, this practice helps to reduce the physical manifestations of fear, allowing you to feel more at ease as you visualize your goals and step toward them. As you deepen your mindfulness practice, you'll also notice that your visualizations become more focused and intentional. You stop daydreaming aimlessly about your goals and instead, you engage with them with clarity and purpose. Your mind becomes a powerful tool for manifesting your desires because you're not just hoping for the best, you're consciously guiding yourself toward it, moment by moment. This presence, this grounded approach to visualization, also helps you recognize opportunities and synchronicities that arise along your journey. By being present, you become attuned to the subtle signs and messages the universe is sending you, enabling you to take inspired action toward your dreams. Another benefit of combining mindfulness with visualization is its ability to enhance your emotional connection with your goals. When you practice mindfulness, you're training yourself to be present with your feelings, which can help you cultivate a deeper emotional bond with your vision. As you visualize success, you're not just picturing the outward achievements, you're tuning into how those achievements make you feel. Perhaps it's the joy of completing a challenging project, the pride of accomplishing something meaningful, or the fulfillment of being aligned with your true purpose. The emotional resonance of these experiences is just as important as the mental images, and mindfulness allows you to truly feel these emotions as you visualize. The power of mindfulness also extends to your ability to stay grounded when faced with challenges. As you move through life, obstacles will inevitably arise. You might encounter setbacks, disappointments, or moments of doubt. But when you practice mindfulness, you develop the mental fortitude to remain present in those difficult moments without getting overwhelmed by negative thoughts or emotions. You learn to pause, breathe, and observe the situation without judgment. This calm and centered approach allows you to respond with clarity and focus rather than reacting out of fear or stress. In the context of visualization, this means you can continue to move forward toward your goals, even in the face of adversity, because you've trained your mind to stay present and resilient. Incorporating mindfulness into your visualization practice is like adding a layer of depth and clarity. It turns your visualizations from fleeting daydreams into powerful, intentional actions that align with your goals. It helps you overcome distractions, deepen your emotional connection to your dreams, and release fear and doubt, enabling you to manifest your desires with more ease and flow. As you continue on your journey of transformation, keep practicing mindfulness in your visualizations. Allow yourself to be fully present with each mental image, feeling the emotions and sensations as if they're happening in real time. Trust in the process, knowing that the more you practice, the more aligned you become with your true purpose. Visualization, combined with mindfulness, is an unstoppable force for manifesting the life you desire. Chapter 7. The Power of Belief in Visualization. What if I told you that the key to unlocking your potential lies not just in the actions you take, but in the beliefs you hold about yourself and your ability to achieve greatness? What if your reality is shaped less by the external circumstances and more by what you believe to be possible? Belief is one of the most powerful forces that govern the results you create in your life. It is the lens through which you view the world, and it has the power to either propel you forward or hold you back. When it comes to visualization, belief acts as the fuel that powers the engine of manifestation. Without a strong belief in your abilities and the possibility of success, your visualization practice will struggle to produce the desired results. It's as though you're trying to drive a car without gas. No matter how hard you push the accelerator, the vehicle won't move. But when you fuel your visualization with deep, unwavering belief, your reality begins to shift. So, how do you cultivate belief, especially if you've struggled with self-doubt or limiting beliefs in the past? It starts with understanding that belief is not a static trait. It's something you can grow, nurture, and strengthen over time. The beliefs you hold are not facts. They are learned patterns of thought, often formed in childhood or as a result of past experiences. Just as you learned to believe that you weren't good enough, worthy enough, or capable enough, you can also learn to believe in your potential, in your worth, and in your ability to manifest your dreams. The key is to actively challenge the beliefs that no longer serve you and replace them with beliefs that empower you. Visualization is an essential tool in this process because it helps you embody your desired beliefs and mental states before they become your external reality. When you visualize success, you're not simply imagining the end result. You're mentally rehearsing the steps and actions that lead to that success. You're also visualizing yourself as the kind of person who is capable of achieving those goals. In this way, visualization is a transformative practice. It shifts your identity and reprograms your mind to align with your highest potential. But in order to fully harness the power of visualization, you must first believe that you are deserving of the life you're envisioning. One powerful way to cultivate belief is through affirmations. Affirmations are positive statements that you repeat to yourself to reinforce empowering beliefs. They act as mental rewiring tools, replacing the old negative beliefs with new supportive ones. For example, if you've struggled with self-doubt around your career, you might repeat affirmations such as, "I am confident and capable of achieving my goals," or "Success comes to me effortlessly because I believe in my abilities." The more consistently you repeat these affirmations, the more your subconscious mind begins to accept them as truths. Over time, these affirmations begin to replace the limiting beliefs you once held, and your visualization practice becomes aligned with these newfound beliefs. When you visualize, it's not enough to just see the end result. You must also embody the emotions and feelings associated with achieving your goals. Imagine how it would feel to already be living the life you desire. How would you feel waking up in your dream home, driving your ideal car, or achieving the success you've longed for? When you connect emotionally with your visualization, you create a strong vibrational match between your desires and your beliefs. This emotional connection is key to making your visualizations a reality. As you begin to feel the joy, pride, and excitement of achieving your goals, your belief in your ability to manifest them grows stronger. You are not just envisioning success, you are feeling it, which strengthens your belief that it is already on its way. Another powerful tool for strengthening belief is through visualization of the process, rather than just the outcome. Too often, people focus solely on the end goal, such as a big promotion, a successful business, or financial abundance. While these outcomes are important, it's the process that truly shapes your growth and belief in yourself. Visualize the actions you will take, the challenges you will overcome, and the person you will become along the way. When you start seeing yourself as someone who consistently takes the steps necessary for success, no matter how small or large those steps may be, you begin to realize that success is not a destination, but a journey. You begin to believe in your ability to move through any obstacle because you've already mentally rehearsed it. Each time you visualize yourself succeeding in the process, your belief in your ability to follow through strengthens, and you start taking more consistent, confident action in the real world. Sometimes, Cultivating belief also requires letting go of past disappointments, failures, or traumas that may be clouding your perception of what's possible for you. The truth is, everyone experiences setbacks and challenges. However, these experiences do not define you. You are not the sum of your past mistakes or perceived failures. Through visualization, you can rewrite your personal narrative. Instead of focusing on past shortcomings, you can visualize yourself overcoming obstacles with grace, strength, and resilience. Every time you visualize yourself persevering through tough situations, you send a powerful message to your subconscious that you are capable of handling whatever life throws your way. This shift in mindset allows you to break free from the limitations of your past and step into a future full of limitless possibility. Visualization also works hand in hand with the law of attraction. As you increase your belief in your own potential and the possibility of achieving your goals, you begin to attract people, opportunities, and circumstances that align with that belief. Think of belief as a magnet. It draws what you focus on into your life. If you believe that success is inevitable for you, you will begin to notice the doors opening around you. You'll begin to take actions that bring you closer to your goals, and you'll attract individuals who support and inspire your growth. On the other hand, if you believe that success is out of reach or that you're not good enough, you may inadvertently block opportunities that are in front of you. Belief shapes your perception of the world, and your perception shapes your reality. In moments when doubt creeps in, remember that belief is a muscle that requires constant exercise. It's normal for doubt to arise, especially when you're working towards something big or unfamiliar. But don't let that doubt stop you. Instead, use it as an opportunity to reaffirm your belief in yourself and your goals. When doubt comes knocking, respond with affirmation, visualization, and a reaffirmation of your belief in the process. Trust that the universe is always working in your favor and that your thoughts, beliefs, and actions are in perfect alignment with your desires. With each passing day, your belief will grow stronger and your reality will begin to reflect that. Chapter 8. Taking inspired action with visualization. Visualizing success is powerful, but nothing changes unless you take inspired action. The true magic happens when you combine your vivid mental images with deliberate, purposeful steps that move you closer to your goals. So, how can you turn your dreams into reality? It all starts with recognizing that action is the bridge between your thoughts and your results. Visualization is not a passive practice. It's a catalyst that prepares you for the actions required to bring your dreams to fruition. In fact, visualization alone cannot create lasting change in your life. It's the combination of visualization and action that truly transforms your reality. However, it's important to understand that not all actions are equal. There is a difference between random actions and inspired actions. Random actions are actions taken out of fear, anxiety, or a sense of obligation. They tend to be reactive, driven by a sense of urgency or impatience. Inspired actions, on the other hand, are those that arise from a place of clarity, intuition, and alignment with your deepest desires. These actions come from a place of inner knowing. They feel right in your body, and they lead you toward the next step in your journey. One of the most powerful aspects of visualization is that it helps you tap into your intuition. As you imagine yourself achieving your goals, your mind starts to connect the dots, guiding you toward the actions that will bring your vision to life. This is where the magic of inspired action comes in. When you visualize your goals in vivid detail, you create a roadmap in your subconscious mind that directs you to the exact steps you need to take. You may not always know the whole path right away, but your visualization practice will begin to show you the next logical step, the next opportunity, or the next person you need to meet. By trusting your inner guidance, you start to take actions that are in alignment with your vision, making it easier to navigate through challenges and stay focused on your long-term goals. One of the keys to inspired action is cultivating a mindset of possibility. When you visualize your dreams, it's important to approach them with an open mind, free from the constraints of limiting beliefs. Too often, we allow our doubts, fears, and past experiences to dictate the actions we take. We may hold ourselves back from reaching out for an opportunity because we fear rejection, or we might hesitate to take a risk because we're afraid of failure. But when you combine belief with visualization, you open yourself to the idea that anything is possible. The more you believe in your ability to succeed, the more willing you are to step outside your comfort zone and take the necessary actions to create your desired outcome. Visualization, when paired with an open mindset, creates a powerful synergy that propels you toward your goals. One of the most important aspects of taking inspired action is learning to trust the process. It's easy to get frustrated when things don't happen as quickly as we'd like, but inspired action doesn't always lead to immediate results. Sometimes, it takes time for the pieces of the puzzle to fall into place. But when you're aligned with your vision and consistently taking action, the universe will begin to respond. You'll start to notice synchronicities, unexpected opportunities, and small miracles that guide you in the right direction. The key is to stay patient and trust that each step you take is bringing you closer to your goal, even if you can't yet see the entire picture. Visualization also helps you develop a sense of clarity about your goals and the actions you need to take. When you visualize your success, you begin to connect with your deepest desires and motivations. What is driving you to pursue this goal? Why is it important to you? Understanding the why behind your goals helps you maintain your focus and motivation when challenges arise. Visualization brings that clarity to the forefront, allowing you to take inspired action that is aligned with your true purpose. Instead of scattering your energy across a million different directions, you become clear about the steps that matter most, and you channel your efforts toward what will move you closer to your goal. Another key aspect of inspired action is consistency. Taking inspired action doesn't mean waiting for the perfect moment or hoping for a sudden burst of motivation. It's about showing up consistently, even on the days when it feels challenging or when doubt creeps in. Visualization helps you cultivate this consistency by reinforcing your belief in the desired outcome. As you continue to visualize your success, you build momentum, making it easier to take action every day. The more consistent you are with your actions, the more opportunities you create for success. Even small steps taken consistently lead to big results over time. Your daily actions compound, and soon you'll find yourself much closer to achieving your dreams. Inspired action also involves being flexible and adaptable. Life is unpredictable, and the path to your goals may not always be linear. Sometimes, things don't go as planned, or obstacles arise that force you to change direction. This is where the power of visualization can guide you. By regularly visualizing your success, you stay focused on your end goal, but you also become open to new possibilities and creative solutions. When you take inspired action, you allow yourself the freedom to pivot and adjust your course when necessary. Knowing that the universe is working in your favor and that every step is a part of the greater plan. Visualization also helps you stay connected to your passion and enthusiasm. There are days when motivation can wane and you might feel stuck or uninspired. During these times, visualization serves as a powerful tool to reignite your passion. When you vividly imagine your goals, you reconnect with the excitement and joy that first inspired you to pursue them. This emotional connection fuels your drive, making it easier to take inspired action, even when the going gets tough. You begin to take action not because you should, but because you genuinely want to, because your passion is driving you forward. It's also important to remember that inspired action isn't about forcing things to happen. It's about taking aligned action that feels right to you. Sometimes, we feel pressured to act immediately or rush through the process, but the key to inspired action is patience. Trust that the universe will present the right opportunities at the right time. And in the meantime, stay present and continue to take the next best step. By combining visualization with action, you're creating a powerful feedback loop that brings your dreams closer to reality. Chapter 9. Resilience. Bouncing back from setbacks. Resilience is not about avoiding difficulties, but about learning how to thrive in spite of them. It's the ability to get back up when life knocks you down, to stay focused on your goals even when the world seems to conspire against you. Imagine a seed breaking through the soil, striving towards the sun despite the weight of the earth above it. That seed is you. Resilience is the force that propels you forward even when the path gets rocky. Life has a way of presenting us with challenges, obstacles, and setbacks. No matter how meticulously you plan, how vividly you visualize, or how determined you are, there will always be moments when things don't go as expected. These challenges may come in many forms: a failed project, a financial setback, a personal disappointment, or even an unexpected health issue. These moments can shake your confidence and test your resolve. But what truly separates those who succeed from those who don't is not the absence of setbacks. It's the ability to bounce back, to rise stronger, more determined, and more resilient than before. Resilience is not about avoiding failure, but learning how to handle it when it comes. It's about cultivating an inner strength that allows you to maintain your focus, your optimism, and your belief in your ability to achieve your goals, regardless of the hurdles that arise. Resilient individuals understand that setbacks are a natural part of the journey. They don't see failure as a reflection of their abilities or a sign that they should give up. Instead, they view challenges as opportunities for growth and learning. It's this mindset that enables them to persevere, to adapt, and to keep moving forward. The first step in building resilience is reframing your perspective on failure. Instead of seeing it as something to fear or avoid, begin to see it as a valuable teacher. Every setback carries a lesson, whether it's about your strategy, your mindset, or your approach. When you embrace the idea that failure is not the end, but rather a stepping stone towards success, you shift from a mindset of victimhood to one of empowerment. Visualization plays a key role here. It helps you see your ideal outcome and imagine yourself overcoming challenges. When you visualize setbacks in advance, you prepare yourself mentally and emotionally for the obstacles that might arise. By doing this, you reduce the emotional sting of failure because you already have a plan in your mind for how to handle it. This proactive approach is one of the key strategies for cultivating resilience. When you face a setback, it's natural to experience emotions like frustration, sadness, or self-doubt. These feelings are normal, but it's important not to let them paralyze you. Resilience is not about suppressing emotions, but about acknowledging them and choosing to move forward regardless. When you encounter a setback, take a moment to process the emotions, but then shift your focus back to your goals. Remind yourself that the setback does not define your journey. Use visualization to reconnect with your purpose and the bigger picture of what you are trying to achieve. This reconnection to your why can reignite your motivation and help you shift from a place of defeat to one of determination. In moments of struggle, the power of positive self-talk cannot be underestimated. The language you use with yourself during setbacks can either lift you up or keep you stuck in a negative spiral. Instead of saying things like, "I can't do this," or "I always fail," practice affirming your resilience and strength. Say to yourself, "This is temporary, and I am capable of overcoming it," or "Every challenge is an opportunity to grow." The more you speak to yourself with compassion and confidence, the easier it becomes to stay resilient in the face of adversity. Visualization enhances this process by helping you see yourself as strong, adaptable, and capable. You can visualize yourself overcoming the current setback, learning from it, and coming out stronger on the other side. Resilience also requires patience. Achieving your goals will not always be a smooth, straight line. There will be twists and turns, and sometimes progress will feel slow. But it's important to remember that every small step you take, every setback you overcome, brings you closer to your ultimate vision. Visualization helps you stay focused on the long-term picture while also encouraging you to celebrate the small victories along the way. Resilient individuals don't just focus on the destination, they find joy and meaning in the journey itself, recognizing that each step, no matter how challenging, is part of the greater process of growth and transformation. Another key aspect of resilience is the ability to ask for help when needed. It's easy to think that you have to do everything on your own, especially when you're facing challenges. But one of the most powerful ways to build resilience is to lean on others for support. Whether it's a mentor, a friend, or a coach, having someone to talk to guide you, or to offer a different perspective can make all the difference. Visualization can also play a role in this process. By visualizing yourself surrounded by a supportive network of people, you reinforce the idea that you are not alone in your journey. You can see yourself receiving the help and support you need, which makes it easier to reach out when you're feeling overwhelmed. Another practice that helps build resilience is mindfulness. When setbacks occur, it's easy to get caught up in a whirlwind of negative thoughts and emotions. Mindfulness teaches you to stay present with your feelings without getting swept away by them. By practicing mindfulness, you learn to observe your thoughts and emotions without judgment, creating the space to respond with clarity rather than reacting impulsively. This can be particularly helpful when facing setbacks, as it allows you to stay grounded and calm, even in difficult situations. Visualization, combined with mindfulness, helps you maintain a sense of control and balance, no matter what challenges arise. Resilience also requires flexibility. Sometimes, the path you visualized won't unfold exactly as you imagined it. Things may take longer than expected, or they may turn out differently than you envisioned. Instead of resisting these changes, embrace them. Trust that the universe is guiding you toward the best possible outcome, even if it doesn't always look the way you anticipated. Resilience is about being adaptable and open to the possibility that there may be a better route or a different opportunity that aligns more closely with your true desires. Visualization helps you stay open to new possibilities by allowing you to visualize multiple outcomes and pathways towards success. By doing this, you cultivate a mindset of flexibility, knowing that your goals can be achieved through many different avenues. As you build resilience, it's important to celebrate your progress. When you face a setback and rise above it, take time to acknowledge your strength and perseverance. Recognize the growth that comes from every challenge you overcome. This celebration reinforces your belief in your own resilience, making it easier to face future obstacles with confidence and determination. Visualization can be a powerful tool in this process as well. Take a moment to visualize yourself overcoming the current challenge and celebrating your success. Feel the pride and satisfaction of having persevered, and let that positive energy propel you forward. Chapter 10. The Art of Patience. Trusting the timing of your journey. Patience is not about waiting passively for something to happen. It's about understanding that everything unfolds in its own time and trusting that the universe is working behind the scenes to bring your desires to fruition. It's like planting a seed in the soil and waiting for it to sprout, knowing that it will happen when the conditions are right, even if you can't see the process happening beneath the surface. In a world that constantly emphasizes speed and instant gratification, patience can seem like a rare and difficult virtue to cultivate. We are taught that success should happen quickly, that if we work hard enough, we should see immediate results. But the truth is, patience is an essential element of manifestation and personal growth. In fact, many of the most successful people in the world have one thing in common. They understand the power of patience. They know that great things take time, and they trust in the process, even when results are not immediately visible. When it comes to visualization, the concept of patience is crucial. You may have a clear mental image of the life you want to create, but it's important to remember that manifestation is a journey, not a race. While visualization helps you focus on your goals and stay aligned with your desires, it's also vital to trust that the universe is working behind the scenes, orchestrating everything in perfect timing. The law of attraction is constantly at play, and things are always unfolding in ways that you may not immediately understand. When you trust in this process and let go of the need for instant results, you allow the universe the space to work its magic. Patience doesn't mean that you sit back and do nothing. It doesn't mean that you wait idly for things to happen. Rather, patience is about taking consistent action while allowing the natural rhythm of life to unfold. It's about staying committed to your vision, doing the work, and trusting that the right opportunities will come to you at the right time. Visualization plays a key role in this because it helps you stay grounded in your purpose and reminds you of the bigger picture. When you visualize your success, you reinforce your belief in the inevitability of your goals, even if it takes time for them to materialize. Visualization keeps you focused on the outcome while simultaneously allowing you to surrender to the process. One of the most challenging aspects of cultivating patience is overcoming the fear that things may not work out. It's easy to become anxious when you don't see immediate progress, especially when you've been putting in a lot of effort. Doubts may creep in, and you may start to question whether you're on the right path. During these moments, it's important to return to your visualization practice. See yourself already living the life you desire, feeling the emotions associated with your success. Connect with that vision in a way that makes it feel real and tangible. As you do this, remind yourself that every step you take is bringing you closer to your goal, even if the progress isn't immediately visible. The key is to trust that what you desire is already on its way to you. Another key to cultivating patience is embracing the idea that delays and challenges are often part of the process of growth. Sometimes, the universe delays the manifestation of our desires, not because it's punishing us, but because we need to develop certain skills, attributes, or experiences in order to be fully prepared to receive our dreams. When you trust in this, you see challenges not as obstacles, but as opportunities to become a stronger, wiser, and more capable person. Visualization helps you align with this mindset by showing you the person you are becoming through the process, not just the end result. Each visualization allows you to connect with the qualities and attributes necessary for success, and as you do, you naturally begin to embody them. Patience also involves embracing the present moment and appreciating where you are right now. It's easy to get caught up in the idea that we will be happy only when we achieve a certain goal or reach a certain milestone, but true happiness and fulfillment come from living in the present moment, enjoying the journey, rather than waiting for a future that may never come. When you practice patience, you allow yourself to be content with the progress you've made so far, while still holding the vision of your future success in your mind. This balance between being content in the present and excited for the future is what creates a sense of peace and trust in the process. There will be times when it feels like nothing is happening, or when your progress seems slow. During these moments, patience becomes your greatest ally. Trust that the seeds you have planted are growing, even if you can't see the roots forming beneath the surface. The work you're doing now, whether it's small daily steps or big leaps toward your goals, is laying the foundation for the future. Visualization can help you remain patient during these times by keeping your focus on the end result, reminding you that your dream life is already taking shape, even if the evidence isn't yet visible. Trust that the universe has a plan for you, and the right opportunities will present themselves when the time is right. It's also important to remember that everyone's journey unfolds at its own pace. It's easy to compare yourself to others and wonder why they seem to be achieving their goals faster than you. But the truth is, Each person's path is unique. The timing of your success may not match someone else's, and that's okay. In fact, it's often necessary to experience your own unique timeline. Some lessons take longer to learn, and some dreams take longer to manifest. Visualization helps you stay focused on your own path, not someone else's. It reminds you that your journey is valid and important, and that your time will come. Comparison is one of the quickest ways to lose patience and get discouraged. So it's important to focus on your own progress and trust in your unique journey. The beauty of patience lies in the faith and trust you cultivate in the process. Patience doesn't require you to sit back and passively wait for things to happen. It requires you to remain active, focused, and committed, while also understanding that the timing of your success is not always within your control. You can control your actions, your mindset, and your energy, but the exact timing of when things will come together is often outside of your hands. This is where faith and trust come in. Faith that the universe is working behind the scenes. Faith that you are on the right path, and trust that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. Visualization plays a powerful role in this by keeping you aligned with your goals and reminding you of the bigger picture. Chapter 11. The Power of Gratitude, Unlocking Abundance. Gratitude is not just a feeling. It's a powerful, transformative force that shifts your energy, elevates your vibration, and attracts more of what you want into your life. It's a magnetic force that draws abundance, joy, and success toward you. When you live with a grateful heart, you align yourself with the flow of the universe, allowing its gifts to come to you in unexpected ways. The more grateful you are, the more you have to be grateful for. Gratitude is one of the most powerful tools in the process of manifestation. While visualization helps you clarify your goals and focus your energy on what you want, gratitude is the practice that amplifies this energy. When you express gratitude, you align yourself with the abundant nature of the universe. Gratitude shifts your focus from what you lack to what you already have, and this shift is key to attracting more of what you desire. The universe responds to the energy you put out into the world, and when you vibrate at a frequency of appreciation and thankfulness, you magnetize more of the same. In essence, gratitude is the key that unlocks the door to greater abundance. You might wonder how exactly gratitude can enhance your visualization practice. The truth is, gratitude and visualization work hand in hand to amplify your manifestation power. When you visualize your dreams, you are focused on the future, the life you want to create. But when you cultivate gratitude, you bring your focus to the present moment. You acknowledge and appreciate what you already have, which shifts your energy and puts you into a state of abundance rather than lack. This change in energy is crucial because, in order to attract more, you must first feel abundant, regardless of your external circumstances. Visualization helps you see the future, while gratitude grounds you in the present and strengthens your ability to receive. Gratitude is more than just saying thank you for the good things in your life. It's about genuinely feeling appreciation for everything, both big and small. This includes not only the material things you have, but also your relationships, health, experiences, and even the challenges that have helped you grow. When you take time each day to reflect on the things you are grateful for, you are consciously tuning your energy to a higher frequency. You are no longer focused on the things you don't have or the things you're lacking, but instead, you are focused on what's already present in your life. This positive energy opens you up to receiving more of what you desire. One of the most effective ways to incorporate gratitude into your daily practice is by keeping a gratitude journal. Every day, write down at least 5 things you are grateful for. They can be simple things, like a cup of coffee in the morning, the laughter of a loved one, or the beauty of a sunset. Over time, this practice will retrain your mind to look for the positive in every situation, and as you do this, you will find that the universe begins to respond with more blessings. The more you appreciate, the more you create space for more abundance. Gratitude grounds your energy and keeps you in a state of flow, making it easier for you to manifest your desires. The impact of gratitude on your energy and vibration is profound. Think of your energy as a magnet. Whatever energy you put out into the world is what you attract back. When you are grateful, you emit a frequency of appreciation, joy, and love. This is a high vibration that naturally attracts more positive experiences, people, and opportunities. On the other hand, when you focus on what you don't have or complain about what's missing in your life, you lower your vibration and attract more of the same. Gratitude, therefore, is a tool that allows you to shift your energy from scarcity to abundance. It allows you to tap into the natural flow of the universe, making it easier for your dreams to manifest. Another powerful way to incorporate gratitude into your visualization practice is to imagine yourself already living the life you desire, and then express gratitude for it. As you visualize your future success, see yourself already experiencing the fulfillment of your dreams and feel the gratitude for it as if it's already happening. For example, if you're visualizing financial abundance, imagine yourself living in a beautiful home, paying for your dream vacation, or donating to your favorite charity. As you vividly picture these experiences, feel the deep gratitude for them. This combination of visualization and gratitude amplifies your manifestation power as it allows you to feel the emotions of already having what you want, which is the key to attracting it into your life. Gratitude also strengthens your emotional resilience. When things don't go as planned or when you face setbacks, it's easy to get discouraged or frustrated. But when you cultivate a mindset of gratitude, you are better able to handle challenges with grace. Instead of focusing on what's going wrong, you focus on what's going right. You look for the silver linings even in difficult situations, and you appreciate the lessons that come from adversity. This shift in perspective helps you stay grounded, optimistic, and focused on the long-term vision, rather than getting lost in temporary setbacks. Gratitude keeps your emotional vibration high and helps you stay connected to the bigger picture of your dreams. In addition to being a powerful tool for manifesting your desires, gratitude also enhances your relationships and overall well-being. When you express gratitude, you attract more positive energy into your life. You strengthen your connections with others, creating an environment of love, support, and mutual appreciation. The more you express gratitude toward others, the more you create a network of people who are willing to support you on your journey. Gratitude, therefore, not only helps you manifest your dreams, but it also creates a positive ripple effect in every area of your life. It's important to note that gratitude is not about pretending that everything is perfect or ignoring life's challenges. It's about acknowledging and appreciating what you have, regardless of your circumstances. It's about shifting your focus from what's missing to what's abundant. Even in times of hardship, you can find something to be grateful for. Perhaps you're grateful for the strength you're gaining through a difficult experience or for the lessons you're learning along the way. Gratitude in these moments helps you stay centered and hopeful, knowing that you are on the right path and that better days are ahead. As you continue to incorporate gratitude into your daily life, you will start to notice a shift in your energy, your mindset, and your experiences. The more you practice gratitude, the more abundance will flow into your life. Your visualization practice will become more powerful as gratitude amplifies your ability to manifest. Together, these practices create a feedback loop of positivity and growth, where every step forward is met with more blessings, opportunities, and successes. Chapter 12. Alignment. Becoming a magnet for your desires. Alignment is not just a passive state. It's a powerful active force that connects your inner world to your outer reality. When you are in alignment, you're not just wishing for your dreams, you are living them. Your thoughts, feelings, actions, and energy are in sync with your deepest desires, and the universe begins to respond in kind. Alignment isn't about efforting harder. It's about surrendering to the natural flow of life and trusting that everything you want is already on its way to you. When you align with your desires, the universe aligns with you. Achieving alignment is the final essential piece of the manifestation puzzle. You've visualized your goals, expressed gratitude for what you already have, and built resilience to overcome setbacks. But none of this can fully manifest until you align your thoughts, emotions, and actions with your desires. Alignment is the state where you are fully in tune with the frequency of what you want, and the universe has no choice but to respond to your energy. When you are in alignment, everything begins to flow effortlessly. Opportunities, people, resources, and circumstances seem to fall into place as if by magic. But this magic is the result of intentional, consistent energy work, including alignment. Alignment starts with your thoughts. What are you thinking about on a daily basis? Are your thoughts focused on your goals and dreams? Or are they consumed by doubt, fear, and negativity? In order to align with your desires, you must first create a mental environment that supports them. This means shifting away from limiting beliefs and self-sabotaging thoughts and replacing them with empowering, positive affirmations. You must train your mind to believe in the possibility of your dreams and to see yourself as worthy of achieving them. Visualization is incredibly powerful in this process. When you vividly imagine yourself living your dream life, you begin to wire your subconscious mind to accept this vision as your reality. The more you immerse yourself in this mental imagery, the more you align your thoughts with the life you want. But alignment is not just about thinking the right thoughts. It's also about aligning your emotions. Your emotions are a direct reflection of your thoughts, and they are the energy you put out into the universe. The law of attraction responds not just to what you think, but to how you feel. If your thoughts are aligned with your desires, but your emotions are rooted in fear, doubt, or resistance, then you will block the flow of abundance into your life. It's essential to cultivate positive emotions that match the energy of your desires. How would you feel if you were already living your dream life? Would you feel excited, grateful, joyful, empowered? Practice tuning into these emotions every day, even if your current circumstances don't reflect them. When you align your emotions with your dreams, you signal to the universe that you are ready to receive. One of the most effective tools for emotional alignment is meditation. Through meditation, you can quiet your mind, center your emotions, and bring yourself into a state of calm, positive energy. During meditation, focus on the feelings you want to cultivate: joy, love, excitement, gratitude, and allow these feelings to fill your body. As you connect with these positive emotions, you create a powerful energetic vibration that draws your desires closer to you. Meditation also helps you become more aware of any negative emotions or beliefs that may be blocking your alignment, giving you the opportunity to release them and replace them with higher frequency emotions. However, alignment is not just a mental and emotional practice. It is also about taking aligned action. Visualization and gratitude may shift your energy, but it's important to remember that manifestation also requires you to take steps toward your goals. The key is to take inspired action, not forced action. Inspired action is action that feels effortless, joyful, and aligned with your purpose. It's the action you take when you feel excited, passionate, and driven by the energy of your desires. It's not about hustling harder or pushing through resistance. It's about following the inner guidance that comes from being in alignment with your highest self. When you take inspired action, you move toward your goals with ease, and the universe supports your efforts in ways you couldn't have anticipated. Taking inspired action requires trust. You must trust that the steps you are guided to take are leading you toward your desires, even if they don't always make logical sense or align with your current understanding of how things should unfold. Often, The universe will guide you in unexpected ways, but these seemingly random steps may be exactly what you need to get closer to your goals. Alignment is about surrendering the need to control every detail of your journey and trusting that the path unfolding before you is the one that will lead to your highest good. The beauty of alignment is that it's not a destination, it's a continuous process. You don't simply get aligned once and then forget about it. Alignment requires constant awareness and adjustment. As you grow and evolve, your desires and goals may change, and with them, your energy will need to shift. But the more you practice alignment, the easier it becomes to stay in sync with your desires. It's like tuning a musical instrument. Sometimes you need to make small adjustments to stay in tune, but once you're aligned, the music flows effortlessly. In addition to aligning your thoughts, emotions, and actions, you must also align with the energy of abundance. The universe is abundant, and when you align yourself with this truth, you open yourself up to receiving unlimited blessings. This means releasing any scarcity mindset or beliefs that there's not enough for everyone. Instead, embrace the idea that there is always more than enough to go around, and that what's meant for you will never pass you by. Visualization helps you connect with the abundant nature of the universe. As you see yourself achieving your goals, you are reminded that your desires are already on their way and that the universe is constantly providing the resources you need to succeed. One powerful way to enhance your alignment is to regularly check in with yourself. Ask yourself, are my thoughts, emotions, and actions in alignment with my desires? Am I feeling positive, hopeful, and motivated? Are the actions I'm taking in line with my vision? Or am I forcing things to happen? If you feel out of alignment, take a step back and recalibrate. Revisit your visualization practice, reconnect with your gratitude, and adjust your actions as needed. The more frequently you check in with your alignment, the easier it becomes to stay in the flow of manifestation. Chapter 13. Trust. Surrendering to the flow of life. Trust is not a passive act. It is a courageous leap into the unknown, believing that everything is working out for your highest good, even when you can't see the full picture. It's the deep inner knowing that, even when life feels uncertain, you are exactly where you need to be, and everything is unfolding at the perfect pace. Trust is the final step in the manifestation process. When you fully trust the universe, yourself, and the journey, your dreams come to life effortlessly. Trust is the final and most essential element in the manifestation process. You've visualized your goals, expressed gratitude for what you have, and aligned your energy with your desires. Now, the final piece of the puzzle is to surrender and trust that everything is unfolding perfectly. Trusting yourself, the process, and the universe is what allows the energy of your desires to flow toward you with ease. Without trust, the manifestation process becomes one of resistance, fear, and anxiety. With trust, you create space for your desires to manifest effortlessly without forcing or struggling. Trust begins with the understanding that you are not in control of every aspect of how your dreams will come to life. This can be a difficult concept for many, especially in a world that constantly emphasizes the importance of control and planning. We've been conditioned to believe that if we don't control every detail, things won't happen. But trust is about letting go of this need for control and allowing the universe to take the lead. It's about believing that the universe has a plan for you, even if you can't see it right now. The timing of your desires may not always align with your expectations, but that doesn't mean they aren't on their way. Trusting the timing of your manifestations is a key part of surrendering to the flow of life. One of the most common barriers to trust is fear. Fear that things won't work out. Fear that you're not good enough. Fear that your dreams are too big. These fears create resistance and block the flow of energy that is needed to manifest your desires. Trust is the antidote to fear. When you trust in yourself and the process, You move beyond these limiting fears and step into a place of confidence, peace, and certainty. Trust allows you to let go of the need to control, and instead, it frees you to fully embrace the journey. Trusting yourself is the first and most important step. You must trust that you are capable of achieving your dreams and that you already possess everything you need to succeed. This doesn't mean that you won't face challenges or setbacks. It means that you trust yourself to handle whatever comes your way. Trusting yourself means knowing that you have the inner strength, wisdom, and resilience to navigate the ups and downs of life. It means believing in your own ability to manifest the life you desire, even when obstacles appear. Trusting yourself builds confidence and helps you stay aligned with your goals, no matter what external circumstances may arise. Trusting the universe is the next step. The universe is always working on your behalf, even when you don't see the evidence of it right away. Trusting the universe means believing that it is guiding you toward your desires, even when things seem uncertain. The universe has an infinite ability to deliver what you want, often in ways that you could never have imagined. Trusting the universe means letting go of how you think things should unfold and allowing the flow of life to take its course. Sometimes, the universe presents opportunities or paths that seem unrelated to your goal, but these detours are often exactly what you need to get closer to your desires. Trust that the universe knows what it's doing and that it is orchestrating everything in your life with divine timing. Surrendering to the flow of life is perhaps the most challenging aspect of trust. It means releasing the need to control how things happen and accepting that the journey will unfold in its own time and way. This doesn't mean that you stop taking action or stop caring about your goals. It means that you stop forcing things to happen. It means that you trust that what is meant for you will come to you at the perfect moment and that you don't need to manipulate or control the process. Trusting the flow of life allows you to enjoy the journey rather than constantly worrying about when or how your desires will manifest. When you surrender to the flow, you let go of the pressure to make things happen and open yourself up to receiving what's already on its way. One of the most important aspects of trust is releasing resistance. Resistance shows up in many forms, such as doubt, fear, impatience, or the need for perfection. It's the belief that things aren't happening fast enough, or that something isn't right. Resistance blocks the energy flow and prevents you from receiving your desires. Trusting the process means releasing all forms of resistance and accepting that everything is unfolding perfectly, even if it doesn't match your timeline or expectations. Trusting the process also means allowing yourself to enjoy the journey instead of constantly focusing on the end result. The more you let go of resistance, the easier it becomes to trust that everything is moving in your favor. It's also important to remember that trust is built over time. You may not automatically trust yourself or the universe right away, especially if you've experienced setbacks or disappointments in the past. But the more you practice trust, the more natural it becomes. Start small by trusting in the little things. Trust that the next step will appear when you need it. Trust that opportunities will show up. Trust that everything is working out for you. As you build this muscle of trust, you will begin to see the evidence of it in your life. Trust is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. Visualization plays an important role in cultivating trust. When you visualize your goals, you are reinforcing the belief that they are already on their way to you. As you create vivid mental images of your dreams, you are signaling to the universe that you are ready to receive. But visualization is not just about imagining the end result. It's about trusting the process that leads to it. Trusting that every step, every action, every opportunity is a part of the larger plan. Trusting that your desires are already on their way to you, even when you can't see them yet. Visualization strengthens your trust by helping you connect with the emotions of having what you desire and allowing you to feel confident and certain that your dreams are manifesting. Now that you have all the tools to manifest your dreams, visualization, gratitude, alignment, and trust, It's time to let go of any remaining resistance and fully embrace the process. Your desires are already on their way to you, and with every step you take, you're getting closer to the life you've always dreamed of. Trust the journey, trust the process, and trust yourself. The universe is waiting to deliver everything you've asked for. And when you surrender to the flow of life, everything falls into place with ease. As you move forward, remember that you are a powerful creator. You have everything you need to manifest your dreams, and the universe is on your side. Keep visualizing, keep practicing gratitude, stay aligned with your desires, and trust that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. Your dreams are not just possible, they are inevitable. Keep believing, keep trusting, and keep manifesting. You are the architect of your reality, and the life you've always wanted is waiting for you.